Okay, we got a little move out cleaning we're doing real quick with the Dupray, and he's just now fixing. Show him those bands real quick. Those are just those are bands you use for like ponytails.
These are hair bands.
Yeah, turn it.
Well, what they do is they keep the pad from going up.
Yeah, otherwise it's going to try to peel off.
They keep the pad stable.
When you're on carpet, it will try to peel
And
off
they
when
don't
you push
affect
forward.
any of the cleaning you're doing.
No, but they're very. You can buy a big bag of those things with probably 150 in it for next to nothing.
They're kind of what you call unusual, but
yeah. It won't matter when they break because they're inexpensive, but they last quite a while.
they last, you know.
They can handle the steam pretty good.
They'll last about 4 or 5 solid hours of steaming, and then they're so cheap you just keep replacing them.
We're going to do these floors, and we're going to do the carpet. And the neat, down there, the green light's on, so it's heated up.
It's ready. Okay.
All right.
Shut the front door.
I'm going to shut this. Yeah, we got an overcast day. There's a thunderstorm coming. And we're trying to make do. Watch out, you got your cord tangled up in your hose. We're trying to hurry because the maintenance guys are wanting to get in here. So this will move out clean, but we didn't find out about it until they'd already started doing some. You can see they've already got all their stuff out and they're working.
So I'm getting the steamer.
But they had to go dig some holes to put plants in, so we got some time. Yeah, I'll go ahead and shut it. Although it's about the only source of light we got.
It's hot now, so here we go.
I'll try to hold still so you guys can see.
Yeah, we don't know how bad the video can be because of the darkness, and the camera may try to focus over and over again.
Now the big thing when you're doing a big floor, this is a fairly good size area. You got 50 minutes of steam at 275 degrees, which is more than enough to do this whole place.
Oh wait, and for those of you who don't like the floor cleaning part, stick around.
Yeah, we're gonna do the carpet.
2 areas of carpet.
Yeah. But anyway, what you want to make sure you do is follow some sort of pattern so you don't miss anything, you don't leave anything, you don't want to skip areas and stuff. Now that can happen if you get distracted, so just, be cool. Like whenever we're making a video, it's easy for Jay to start talking and then he's not concentrating enough on what he's doing.
Now there is stuff in this floor that probably won't come out. There's like here's paint. Oh, it's coming out.
Okay.
There's stuff that won't come out. There's stuff that will come out. So
yeah, it looks like they have painted these walls. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how long people lived in here, so there's a chance that that this is painting from before the people.
As you can see, it's a pretty easy thing to do. You pretty much go as fast as you want because the steamer cleans super quick.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no need to go any slower than you have to because you're just taking a chance. For 275 degrees, you're taking a chance on damaging some materials if you go too slow. So go as fast as you can and still clean.
Yeah, just go quick. It won't hurt nothing.
You don't really get anything from going super slow.
Nope.
So like if you're in your own home and you keep up with your floors pretty good, it doesn't take very much to clean them. All right, from here you can kind of see some steam because of the angle with the light from outside coming in. And you can see.
Well, there's plenty of steam. It's 275 degrees, so it's extremely hot. That's the heat ain't the issue.
Now you can see.
There is stuff that he's not getting on camera that I'm taking off the floor. A little white stuff like paint and drywall dust.
Hopefully it shows up on camera. I can't get too close because this autofocus goes haywire if you get too close to something when it's moving. So I have to stay back a little ways. Whenever you're doing any kind of hard surface that's cool, relatively cool, and you hit it with any kind of hot, moist air, you're going to get condensation.
No, and some of you are going to say, why are you going so fast? It's like, you can.
Yeah.
You can go super fast with these things.
As long as you see stuff coming up, it's fine.
And the floors are literally dry. So all of these, it doesn't leave water on the floor. These are haze that dries up in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, but your condensation, that's another reason you want to go kind of quickly, because if you go too slow, you're going to need more dampness.
I haven't seen anything on here yet that won't come up. I thought there was some stuff that was going to be permanent.
I'm just going to come around this way.
Yeah, you can come over here because I'm going to work my way down there to the hallway, and then I'm going to come back and do
well, if you want to just do this room real quick, it's a good idea because I'm already in here. Or you could go down there.
Well, hang on, just look around the corner here.
Yeah.
Stay over here and aim at the front of the machine.
We're not gonna be very coordinated on this one, I can tell. We're trying to get done in a hurry so we can get out of here so they can get back in, so you have to excuse us for rushing as much as we are. Yeah, with these apartment complexes, they try to get you in whenever they have a slight opening. So like if the painter has to go to the bathroom for 5 minutes, they want the carpets cleaned while he's in there. Things like that. Because you're working on a deadline.
It's all right, though.
It's all right. Getting a copyright strike and it's all right. Okay, I will put links for the Dupray website in the video's description. And we are Dupray affiliates. So if you go to their website, you're just paying the same price that you'd pay regularly. You don't pay anything extra for buying through our link, and it helps us out. We appreciate you guys that do that.
Back up to the end of the room. Well, actually, go over there to the corner. I'm gonna start and work my way backwards.
But I'm gonna give you a link and take you to the main Dupray site, which has all of their products. You just go to the top, and they have their equipment under one heading. They've got accessories for all their equipment under another one.
Man, this is taking out everything. I just took out more white stuff. I don't know what the stuff is, but it's like stuff that wouldn't come out typically.
It's a little overspray.
But the heat takes it out.
Looks like they may have sprayed this with paint.
Yeah.
I don't know who they're using for painting now.
Themselves.
Are they? The maintenance guys do? I don't think they'd buy them a sprayer. So this is probably rolled, but it still gets some.
It's probably rolled a bunch to cut back on the backhoe loader or something.
Yeah. But anyway, if you go to the Dupray site, you can find all their equipment and you can find the accessories for that equipment and everything's there. Just go to the top of the page and there's headers for different categories. I'll also put a link for the Dupray Neat on their site so you can go straight to that if you want.
Step over there. Step ahead of me.
And if you have questions or comments, you can put those in the section below the video description. And we try to work with people and answer the questions as much as possible.
Now, the nice thing about this steamer is when you come across like chewing gum and stuff, it just disintegrates it. They don't take it out. It vaporizes it, where it just never existed.
Yeah, this is what you're kind of atomizing.
See, here's
things.
something. I don't know what that is, but it's out now. Yeah, it takes like bubble gum and stuff like that. It doesn't remove it. It disintegrates it, literally.
I'll put a link
The
for.
gum never existed when this is done.
We have a lot of Dupray videos all together in a playlist, and I'll put a link in the video description for that playlist. And if you go there and look, you can see we got a video where we took out some chewing gum that was in the carpet and things like that. So we mostly do floors and carpets, so that's mostly what our videos are about. But we do have some furniture cleaning videos.
Yeah, we do some furniture.
Things like that.
This is the only way we really like to paint furniture. We've done it several different methods, and this is a method that we can get behind.
Well, what's nice about this is it's not as intrusive because it doesn't get your foam underneath the fabric. It doesn't get everything soaked. If you use something like an extractor, you're pulling at the fabric and you're pulling at the backing and everything, so you can stretch and distort things a little bit. And this cleans without having to do all that possible damage from tearing and pulling.
I don't know what that was, but something white just come up after a few scrubs. It's that heat, man, that heat. This, I don't know if this is part of the wood or gum. It's gum because it's gone. So, sometimes you can't tell if it's part of the floor or something.
Yeah, this is
supposed to be there.
This is a vinyl sheet product. It's designed to look like wood, but it's not. And every once in a while they'll put a fake knot hole or something like that. You'll think you got something you're trying to get off the floor, and it's actually, supposed to be there. So it can be deceptive.
No, by the way, I don't know if we said, but this is chemical free.
Yeah, there's no chemicals.
This is pure 275 degree vapor steam. This steamer, it puts out 95% steam, 5% water. So the water you get is very little, so you have a very quick drying time, and you get a better steaming. Some of the steamers go up to 200, 210, and they work and stuff, but they leave more water behind. This is here, it doesn't really leave water behind.
Yeah, this is hot enough. It's technically a contact steamer, so you have to be pretty close to what you're cleaning. The lower temperature steamers are more like 200 degrees or so.
There's something real bad back here. I just took out a big old black glob of, I'm sure it was gum.
If you got a steamer that's like 200 degrees, it's going to put a lot more hot water out with it because it's not as dry. So it's going to, you could burn yourself from, you know, 1.5 feet away from that, from the tip. With these, you got to get within a few inches to actually feel the heat. After you get further, if you get further than that away, it feels like a cool mist.
No, I don't know what this was, but there's some red stuff here that's...
Probably some Kool-Aid.
I don't know.
Or Big Red.
It's in there permanent. It's going to take a product to get it out, and we're not going to do that. It don't need done. When it dries up, it's probably not even noticeable.
I don't even think it shows up on camera. You know what? Let me get down at the end of this hall. You might move your cord out of your way.
I'm going to.
Oh, the lighting in here is less than optimal, but we'll make do. We have to. I think these are like 15-watt bulbs. They got little itsy-bitsy bulbs in there, not full size. I think they're only like 15 watters or something like that. So.
Ooh, another big old sticky thing just come up. Some of this stuff, I don't know what it is. Oh, a nail. We didn't take that up.
At least the nail won't damage this equipment. It could. Some of the stuff we clean with, you can one little nail and it'll destroy something, you know. But this stuff, this doesn't care about nails.
No, you can't hurt this with a nail. Like a vacuum cleaner or something like that, you can damage one sucking up a nail, but this don't do that kind of thing.
By the way, we're 12 minutes in, according to the timer.
Yeah, this is a whole living room, dining room, kitchen, and a hall.
We're gonna do the bathroom around the toilet and everything.
I told the manager we'd be done in under an hour. She's like, "Are you sure you can?" I was like, "Oh, I'm sure."
Well, you can get a basic idea by watching us do this about how much you can get done and how long it takes, and you can go slower if you want to. We are trying to hurry because people are waiting for us to get out of here so they can get back in. So
we're not hurrying.
Otherwise, we may not get going quite this fast. No, I'll just film it from here. Just try to keep.
We're not going fast where we're doing a bad job. We're just
gonna have to scoot that trash can out of the way.
The truth is, we're going fast because you can. Yeah. It's just a fast operation.
Yeah, there's a trash can.
There it is.
All right. Yeah, these are good for cleaning around the base of a toilet and stuff like that.
Just great for that.
And you don't have to worry because 275 degree steam is continually sanitizing the floor pad. So the pad gets dirty, but the dirt that's on there is pretty much inert. Because this is enough to just basically kill off anything.
Now, y'all don't like floor cleaning, stay tuned. We're about 2 minutes away from carpet cleaning.
Now watch out, you don't pull the hose a little too tight.
Now, here's a good going spot. Oh, and there it is, it's gone.
I don't know if that shows up from this distance.
The truth is, we've never seen nothing that this won't clean, ever. Some people contact us and say, well, I have a carpet service or a housekeeping service. Should I pull that a little bit, pull it in, just about a foot. But they say, should I get this machine or a bigger one? Well, here's the thing. This machine will do any work you need to do if you're a carpet service, janitor service, housekeeper, whatever. This will keep up with your business. But if you want bigger, you can, but this will do...
Come in this room next.
You have to be working where you're steaming 6 or 8 hours a day, every day for a living.
Well, they make...
You need a bigger steamer than this.
This is their entry-level machine. And if you watch our videos, you can see how much work we've actually done with this thing. We have 2 of them, by the way, but not because one broke, because we wanted to have 2, because...
we like them.
Yeah, we like them, and if you have 2 of them, you can run all day, because you can be heating one up while you're using the other one.
Double the pleasure.
Yeah.
So that way Joe can work and I can work when we're not filming.
That's the rumor.
Ooh, boy, look at that. These carpets is gonna look, they're gonna look super good.
Yeah, I don't know with this lighting what you're going to be able to see.
Now this is a new tool to the carpet cleaner world. America is not used to steamers. This is a whole new concept.
If you go, if you went to see how they clean carpets in Europe and everything, and even in Australia, you see more steamers being used there.
Well, they are now.
Because there's a lot of restrictions going, like in California.
Me and Joe started cleaning carpets for these things about 3 years ago, and it has taken off.
Yeah.
We got tons of people that contact us and say, I have a steam cleaning, carpet cleaning business only. Do you recommend anything else? And like, not if it's working for you.
Well, car detailers have been using steamers for quite a while now, so they understand the concept, and they clean all the car interiors and the carpets. You can clean leather seats.
Now what you do when you run over a spot, you just kind of push the steam in and then keep it moving. It'll take most every spot out. It won't take out permanent dye, because nothing will. But if it's a spot like someone spilled some Coca-Cola or coffee or some kind of food or something, it'll come out. Any normal spot will come out. That anyone, if you can't take it out with this, nobody can take it out with other stuff. This will take it out, or it's not coming out with anybody, no matter what they're using. This is that good. It works out effectively.
And if you were concerned, you can always use a pre-spray before you steam if you want to. Just keep in mind that anything you put in the carpet is going to be atomized. It's going to turn into a vapor. You're going to end up breathing it. So
yeah, if you want a pre-spray, you can. If you're doing this on a professional level and you think pre-spray is a proper thing to do it. I mean, it'll slow down your drying times. See, I clean this carpet here. It's dry. You can lay on it right now. But if you put a pre-spray, you'll cut your drying times down to 30 minutes or an hour. But if you feel like you should pre-spray, that makes you feel like a professional, go for it. We don't, but that don't mean you can't. In your world, you can do whatever you think is right. That's what we do.
now they've got, Dupray also has some steamers that you can find on their website that will inject chemicals and superheated water. If you need something like that, the Hill injection is the model that I'm thinking of that does that. They've got models that are continuous fill if you need that feature. So if you want to be able to just basically run all day with one unit, you could do that. They've also got their top model has an extraction system with it, so you can use the vacuum in line with the steamer. And a lot of people want that method for industrial cleaning. If you were doing industrial kitchens all the time and things like that, maybe facilities or big commercial areas and bathrooms and things that have tons of stalls, you might want a bigger unit than this that gets a little bit hotter because it's going to speed it up a little bit.
You hear carpet people saying that HW, that the steam cleaning is done through hot water extraction. Well, that's hot water extraction. This is steam cleaning. That stuff they're doing is just super hot water. That is not steam cleaning, that's hot water extraction.
This is actually hotter than most of them are going to get. And you're not putting so much water into the carpets.
Most truck mounts will turn up to, some of them will turn to 275 or 280, very few of them. They'll run for a few minutes at that heat, and then they'll start backing down.
Well, you got
this will run 275.
The temperature at the truck mount itself is one thing. The temperature that comes out of 150 foot of hose is different.
Yeah.
And also, with these, you don't have the long drying time. So there's some advantages with this method, depending on the application, because...
Well, depending on the lighting, you can see that we're getting the carpets clean. I don't know what the lighting shows in here, though, to be honest with you. But I can see the carpets coming clean.
I'm going to relocate.
I see spots coming out that he's probably not getting in the camera.
Well, we have turbo lighting. It's
right here.
One of those things.
I'll go right here.
Yeah, hold on. You might want to pull this over to you.
Push it about a foot. That's enough.
Move the hose. Move the hose.
Okay, that's more than enough.
Yeah, you don't want to pull these around by their hose, although it's tempting because they put wheels on the bottom. But you're not supposed to do it.
People do, but that don't mean you should.
It's bad on the connection where your hose goes into your machine.
It don't help nothing.
Well, be sure to check my channel. There's one thing that seems to be a pretty common problem people have with these, and it's not a problem that's any big deal. But if you ever, if you have one of these and you ever turn it on,
we'll let this heat up a minute. It's been running for What, 20 minutes? How long
Yeah,
the
let's
video
see how
go?
long it takes till it turns green again.
It won't take long.
Well, we're 20 minutes in.
Watch your foot.
Okay, it's still amber. That's not going to help. Wait and see how long it takes to turn green.
Oh, that's a hard spot. It's not even. Let's go to the next room and I'll wait there. That way I can
All
start
right,
up since
pick it
it's
up and bring it in here. We'll see if it's green by the time we get there.
It'll be green soon enough.
You can run it when it's amber. It just means that the boiler is actively heating.
Yeah, it don't mean it's not hot.
It doesn't mean it's not hot enough, because when you got it on when you're using a floor pad or something like this, you're enclosing the heat. And actually, Dupray says the temperature underneath that pad is actually hotter than 275 because you're concentrating the heat. So we don't have a way of measuring how hot it actually gets, but it will be hotter than 275. All right. Let's see. It's green.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't need it to be green, but I just figured, why not? And here's some spotting at the front door. I have no idea if it'll come out because I don't know what the spots are.
Yeah, they switched over some pretty cheap carpet in the last couple of years.
The power of vapor steam. Well, they're coming out, so steam's working.
Anyway, they started, for a while they were using some uncleanable carpets that would actually last about 3 months and completely wear out. And I hope they've upgraded since then, because they were having to replace every single carpet every single time people moved out. If they had someone move in and stay for 30 days and vacate in the middle of the night, at midnight, like people are, prone to do sometimes, they'd always have to replace the carpets. And now with the new legislation that everybody can have a pet if they get a doctor's note, there's not a single apartment that doesn't have, pet problems when they move out too.
I told the manager this morning that we can actually get urine out of the carpet with this. It vaporizes the urine. I mean, we've had many people tell us that they clean urine with this with no chemicals. We've done it, and other people have done it. It puts the steam down, and it actually turns the dry urine into a vapor, and it brings it up into the mist. It brings it right up into the bonnet that's under the machine. And any of it that don't get in the bonnet, which is very little, it's just vaporized. It actually takes urine out of a carpet.
Well, the people that sell chemicals don't like that,
No.
and they'll say, "Oh no, that couldn't possibly
They want
work."
to sell you a urine chemical.
But you got to remember, they're trying to sell chemicals. Of course, we're trying to sell steam cleaners. So
Sure, but not where we're going to rob you by telling you. I mean, if you look at us, we've never caught us deceiving, tricking, or lying to anybody yet. Say that about any other carpet cleaners.
Well, let's not get into that.
Right, but no, we're telling you straight.
But
We got a friend who lives in Louisiana, and I don't think he wants his name mentioned in our videos because he don't want attacked. But he's cleaned urine all the time with this thing.
I'm sure he won't get attacked.
He says he gets urine. He's got dogs that pee in the carpet, and after a couple of months, the carpet stink, and he gets them out with this. He doesn't even use, any kind of chlorine.
Well, he was using chlorine dioxide. He's used quats.
He's used everything.
He's used enzymes. He's got ozone equipment.
He's a carpet cleaner, so
he's got all the stuff.
He uses this as his main method to clean in his home for urine. It takes it out. He said the dogs pooped on the carpet the other day and they urinated. It got out everything, and he had put no chemical down, and the smell is completely removed. It's been removed now for better than a week. So.
Well, anytime you're dealing with carpet cleaners, you're going to have 100 different opinions and lots of arguing and fighting and name calling. That's just the way that business is.
Carpet cleaners typically don't get along, so
no,
they all give different opinions.
They're so competitive.
Yeah, and they're always willing to fight the other guys over whatever it is they're trying to sell or say or whatever. So it's kind of one of those worlds. But if you want to see something real fun, go watch the window washers.
Well, take everything.
Those guys fight.
Take everything in our videos with a grain of salt. I mean, if you want to try it out for yourself and see if it works, I think you'll be happy. But some people, they want $100,000 worth of equipment, and that's all they're going to be satisfied with.
Yeah, they feel like the more money.
If you got the money and that's what you want, do what you want. It's a free country.
A lot of people get into this and they think the more money they spend, the better they're going to be, and that's not true. But if that's what gives you confidence, and you're going to spend $30 or $40 or $100,000, you go ahead.
Yeah.
If that makes you feel
If
like
you
you
can't-
can go to work, and that's what you need
If
to
you
do,
can't clean carpets and floors with $150 worth of equipment,
then don't do it.
then you don't feel confident in yourself to do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
But don't necessarily just attack people that do because they have the confidence to do it.
Yeah, some of us aren't scared just because you are, don't mean we aren't.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for years. We've been doing carpet cleaning since '85.
No, 78.
No, well, carpet cleaning itself exclusively, and
Well,
we know what works. We've been doing it for too long.
you're always saying that's what you always end up mixing. It's 78.
That's when we
We
started.
were 14 years old and we had to start doing it after school.
Well, push us forward about a half a foot.
And
Well,
he
we
doesn't
started-
count it because we were in junior
I
high
started
school.
carpet cleaning in '85 when I really got into carpets. Before that, I was a hard floor specialist in Amarillo, Texas.
Well, unfortunately, we've had to do this most all of our lives. So
Yeah, and we've
on
had
and off.
intermittent
We've tried to
cuts.
do other things.
We've done
and-
landscaping and tree stump removal with a hydraulic machine, and
Yeah.
we've done a lot of stuff. But
But the
we
investment-
always come back to this.
Yeah, the investment to get into that stuff is so high that, after some downturns in life, you can't afford to get into that
Yeah, if
again.
you want to
so-
take out tree stumps, you're going to need a $15,000 machine. You're going to need a $40,000 truck. You're
More
going to
than
need a
$40,000.
$3,000 or $4,000 trailer. You're going to invest to get into that, and you make as much per hour as we do doing this for $150, and that's a fact. Back when we took stumps out, it wasn't real hard for us to make 500 an hour. We make good money at it. This here doesn't pay.
Well,
that
the
much,
amount of
but it
money-
pays real well.
The amount of money you make, you always have to.
That's it, man. We're finished.
Okay. You always have to consider your overhead to be able to make that money. And so things don't always pay as much as you think they do. You can make $100 an hour at some business, but if it costs you, $30 an hour to be able to do it.
Rough area back there. I'm gonna hit one more time.
All right. He's not
And
done.
it's nothing that we can clean. It's really it's something that's been pushed into the top.